He says, I have joined the network marketing profession with my wife after 7 years of owning my own construction business. My wife has built our network marketing business to a point where we are both able to now work from home and remotely. Very common, what you're talking about. My biggest challenge now is I've left my traditional business to join my wife, but I'm new to all of this. She's had years of experience. I'm joining in without starting from the beginning. I'm happy to help with the back end, administrative reports, numbers, supporting the team, but I'm struggling with sharing my story of feeling I can add value because I've come in 3 years in. This is the primary, secondary issue, Matt. We had another that we talked with yesterday.
Yep.
We did some coaching with yesterday. This is very common, especially you were successful, you're owning your own construction business, and that was a big part of your identity. Now you come in here and what is your identity? Where's your place? What are you going to do? And it's like when Marina and I got together 10 years ago, part of this was her determining where does she fit in my world?
Right.
I was known in the network marketing profession. I was the trainer. I was the guy. I was whatever. And she was like, well, am I just going to be the wife? Where do I fit? Now, if she would have tried to be me, that wouldn't have been congruent completely right off the bat. So she supported, and then over time, working together, communicating, talking, having conversation, involving each other with different things. Over time, she ended up becoming the CEO of Network Marketing Pro. She runs a huge part of our business. In addition to running our house, our family,
And you.
and me. That's a big job. Big, huge job. So she manages all the things that I'm really bad at, but some of the things that I'm good at too. She's really good at coaching people on how to have the breakthrough that they need to have. So what I would say to you, Matt, first of all, is sit down with your wife and have the conversation it seems to me like your wife is embracing the fact that you're involved. Find your place in step by step. It doesn't need to be every step. What I see a lot is, and I saw yesterday, this is $1 million a year earner. And the husband came in after 4 years, something like that,
Mm-hmm.
4 or 5 years. And he finally came in and he's like playing really small. He's like, his language is small. His body language is small. His wife's language and body language is huge. She's the primary. She's the light in the room. And he's like, I'm not good at this, and I'm not good at that, and I'm not good at the next thing. I'm not good at, but I'm supporting, and I want to build. So he is dimming his light because he thinks that's a way to support her, number one. Number two, he is insecure now because he was known in the financial world. That was his identity forever. And now he's having a little bit of an identity crisis. And there's some old programming there and there's some insecurity there. But my encouragement was for him to find that extra gear. And what I would say to you, Matt, is find that extra gear. Do it with respect, do it with love. But I would prefer to see you not just be a behind the scenes helping with admin and reports and numbers and back end, all that stuff, but also growing and expanding the team, telling your story. Your story is needed. There's people that cannot hear your wife's story, but they can hear yours. You got to get out there, find your place in this, and be patient also. She's been building it for however many years. I don't know how many years she's been building it, but she's been building it for those years. It took her time. It's okay that it takes you time to build your story and develop that up to speed.
Yeah, and I think one of the key points here is, first of all, don't try to be a wife, right? You cannot be your wife. You cannot be as powerful or the way she is. You are your own powerful self. You are your own leader and great team builder. So what you need to realize, yes, as a support at the beginning, you can come with that mentality, because that's exactly what I did. I started with the support because even at the beginning, I thought, I was like, okay, maybe I need to start my own business, because for my entire life I had my own business. Maybe I need to do this, maybe I need to do that. And some of those things were even outside of network marketing, because I sat down and I was like, I cannot compete with him. I cannot ever beat him, because he, first of all, had a like 25 years head start with me. And I'm just like, and I understood immediately that that comparison game, I will never win. So I have to be me. I have to do what I'm good at. And it took me some time to understand what I'm good at, because even though I'm coming from network marketing background as well at that time, still his level of skills and his level of success was much higher than mine. So that's why I knew what this business is about, but I still needed time to realize how can I support it in a way that I can be me and I can be best me possible. So, and we started identifying each other's strength and some of the weaknesses that we have, and we started playing off those. So I know that Eric is he's not really good at organizing things. He's not really good at communicating with the team or communicating immediately and fairly fast, managing fast. And I'm actually really good at all of that. So, and that's why we kind of like, hey, step by step, I started asking like, how can I help you with this? How can I help you with that? And I fairly quickly found my role and what is best that I can do, and let him be him and let him do what he's doing great, because I will never be able to speak like Eric does, right? Even though I'm pushing myself out of my comfort zone and I'm putting myself on stage, the reason why first is because it's a challenge to myself. I just want to prove myself that I can do it too. But also it helps me grow. It helps me to go to the next level. So that's why I think you just need to find your space. You just need to find the strengths that you're really good at, and just let your wife do what she's great at, and you complement her with what you're doing amazing. Because I'm pretty sure you guys have certain strength that you have something that she doesn't have, and she will be very grateful if you bring that power to the table as well.
Well, and there's the other side of it. It doesn't have to be everybody just do their strengths and fill up the gap for the other person. So, because here's what I see sometimes in couples, and I think it does both of the people in the relationship a disservice. I'm going to recruit them, and then you support them and train them. I hand them off, right? Because I'm good at recruiting, and you're good at support and training. I think for that part of the business, it should not be something that you divide. I think you should both recruit, and I think you should both support and train. Because if you're not doing both, you're really not the leader that you need to be. You're half the leader that you need to be in order to be able to grow your business. And one half of a person times another half of a person does not equal a whole person. It just doesn't. It's still two half people. So, I'll bring them in, you keep them in type of a strategy just tends to lead to a bunch of finger pointing. Well, bring in some more people. Come on, do your job. Or support our people. Too many people are quitting. Not enough people are rank advancing. And now you got all this conflict back and forth because one side is not doing their task. I think you need to recruit and support your team, the people that you bring in. The other person recruits and supports another part of the team that comes in, and together you create leadership structure for that organization that can be skill-based. In other words, one person's better with finances, another person's better with something else. So don't take the core fundamental skills of network marketing and divide them between people in the family. I think that creates problems.